Salutations viewers, my name is Game Dame and welcome back to my Legends of Runeterra patch notes review. Now we have patch 3.8.0 out, which is awesome because we get a new expansion called World Walker. So we're going to watch the trailer here with you guys for the new expansion. Oh, Jin.
It throws our world's ugliness into sharp relief. Senseless brutality only inspires sophomoric performers. Desperate for purpose, for a muse. But cruelty as a medium demands nuance.
Spooky. I love him.
And only a true visionary can wield it.
That is the latest patch cinematic trailer for World Walker that was released on May 25th. So it has already been out for some time. So of course, I'm going to read the text. They prepared something very special, and the new expansion, World Walker, introduces 4 new champions, including their first Runeterra champions, new keywords, and over 65 collectible cards, and the release of the Path of Champions 2.0. So they have new mechanics and keywords, that is Guide to Origins, starting off. So Origin. The champion counts as one of your deck's regions. While building a deck, you may add specified cards to your deck regardless of their region, which I think is pretty cool. So deck building with Origins. After adding Jin to your deck, you may add any follower with a skill. Okay? Up or down, which is pretty cool. Then Jin's origin effect. Some origins may also have an effect that begins at the start of the game. And Jin's origin effect, the Virtuoso, while you behold Jin, play Lotus Trap for every 3 slow spells, fast spells, or skills you've played. So there's a lot new possibilities with Origins. Never perceived deck possibilities like this. The entirety of this new mechanic, this new keyword being brought in, is going to have like an insane amount of in-depthness to it when deck building. So now we have Runeterra champions, which I think is pretty awesome. So we have new keyword spawn. So that is summon a 1/1 tentacle. If you've already have one, give it +1/+1 for each spawn, which I think is pretty cool. But some of the origins also have unique skills that activate during gameplay based on certain conditions. And then we have another new keyword, boon. So boon's attached to another card in a deck. With that card is drawn, when that card is drawn, activate that effect, which I think is very helpful, especially since if you can't always just have damaging effects, because sometimes you need to buff your other characters. So boons are positive effects that are planted on random cards in your own deck which activate when drawn. Our first boon, Chimes, grants cards in hand +1/+1 for each activated chime. Support cards are just as good as attack cards, is what I'm trying to say. So the new challenges, quests, and AIs, of course, have been introduced when added the new keywords, archetypes, and champions in the new expansion, World Walker. So the Path of Champions 2.0. World Walker brings a major update to the Path to Champions, new regions, Noxus and Demacia, and new permanent progression systems, legend levels that power up your whole champion roster, champion star levels that grant your champions unique abilities and unlock new legs of their personal adventures, and revamped and expanded champion levels to power up your favorite champs to extraordinary new heights. Then they have unique champion adventures and world adventures to test your power and skill. So this new update will definitely make Path of Champions a lot more enjoyable. Now let's get to the card updates. So as with, like they said in most of their expansions, they always bring a new variety of cards and mechanics, and the balance changes. I feel like it's always tough when a new expansion comes out. So in patch 3.7.0, they announced they're aiming for patch 2.8.0 to introduce changes for play cast functionality for copied spells from cards like Karma and Tarek to count as being played. However, they need more time to implement that functionality, so we're aiming for a patch in the near future. So we'll keep everyone on one to expect that new update. But Looks like their next major balance update would be 3.10.0. So the next patch will probably just be another small patch of bug fixes, which will be 3.9.0. So here we have for followers, spells, and landmarks. We got Crackshot Corsair. Base stats were 1-2, and then we got nerfed to 1-1. And then we have Imperial Demolitionist. Base stats were 2-3, and then it got nerfed to 2-2. With the Pulse Fire event pass rewards we got going on, they want to preserve the flow of linear time. Or will you deviate its boundaries? So with the Pulse Fire event that launched in this patch, you have the past and future event passes also come with more free nodes. But it comes with a lot of new emotes, guardians, card backs, and more. And of course, the ultimate reward is the Pulsefire Akshan skin, which I think is a very nice skin on Akshan. So if you purchase a premium event pass before June 15th, you'll get the exclusive event quest that awards 10 energy orbs and a rare prismatic chest. So make sure you guys get that before June 15th if you want some good old rare items. Now we got some region roads, starting with the Pulsefire event. They're making some changes to reward allocation and region roads, but first there's some context. And I'm just going to read the bullets here where it says players who have completed every region road have had to wait for new expansions to continue earning rewards on them through extensions. And then new players already have a lot of region roads to work through after starting the game. So they're adding more free nodes to event passes without increasing the overall time required to complete them, in a nutshell, which I think is very good update for region roads. Now we have beautiful artwork here. Champion skins. Oh, I wish it was bigger. Oh, there we go. That's a nice Jin skin. Why did that change? That is so weird. It changed. That is not the one that is linked. And someone made an oopsie. And nice. We got some icons. Oh. Yeah, the Pulsefire Jin skin is nuts. That's a really good skin. We've got alternate art for Pulsefire Caitlyn. Of course. I love the Pulsefire Caitlyn skin. I think it's a really nice skin. And then here is her level up animation. I think that's really sick. Then we have Pulsefire Aphelios. Wow, this Pulsefire Aphelios skin is really sick. I like this. And then his icons here, of course. Aphelios was always a hard ADC for me to play. And then Pulsefire Thresh. I love Pulsefire Thresh. It's not my favorite design, but it's still a decent design nonetheless. And then Pulsefire Lucian. Lucian's design I thought was really cool. I loved his locks in this design. Or I love his locks. And then we have Pulsefire Akshan included in the patch event. So his, or the pass event, I should say. I love Akshan's look. I love the hairstyle they gave for him. I thought it's very modern and cute and awesome and handsome. And then there's his icons. And we do have boards. So we have the Chronosphere. And then we got some Guardians. So we have Tibbers and then Pulsefire Tibbers. Looks like they're changing up the way they present them now. Then the Pulsefire Chip, which is the image that was like linked earlier for some reason. Then we got the card backs, Pulsefire Virtuoso. I think that's a really cool, spooky card back. This one isn't too bad. The Pulsefire siblings for Aphelios, his sister, and then Pulsefire Rogue for Akshan. Lucian's always looks good. And then, ooh, the Scroll of Runeterra. That's a pretty nice card back. I actually would like that. Earn my players who completed the adventure in the Path of Champions 1.0. That's pretty nice. So if you didn't complete that, sucks to suck. Then we have the Plaque of Runeterra. So who defeated Gangplank in Champions 1.0. And then we have the Gem of Runeterra earned by people who defeated Victor in Champions 1.0. Then we have the emotes. Of course, the emotes are always funny and animated, as we see. Some of these are definitely are going to be used to BM people. Oh my gosh. Of course. Yes. I love the little Poro Knight. So cute. So of course we have our bundles. So the Time Walkers bundle includes your favorite champions. All the Pulsefire versions of Jhin, Caitlyn, Aphelios, Thresh, and Lucian. And of course champion cards for all of the champions included in there. And then they have the Deadly Fire deck for deck bundles. So lead with Fire and Finesse alongside the Deadly Duo, Devastate the enemy Nexus, combining Jin's brutal spellcasting and Annie's fiery outburst into glorious sensational offensive. And it comes bundled with the Pulsefire Jin Camp skin, and it's of course prorated for potential duplicates. Then they also have the Otherworldly Voyagers deck with Alawi and Bard. I almost forgot his name for a second. So take courage as you journey through the strange lands, guided by Alawi's conviction and Bard's jovial spirit. Raise up a sea of behemoths to engulf the entire cosmos, and of course also prorated for potential duplicates. And then they have Sunsetting Expeditions. So with the patch release of 3.8.0, expeditions can no longer be accessed, and they have an original announcement article for that. So of course I'll be linking this patch note for you guys, and then you can take a look more into that. And then of course they have their Miscellaneous and Bug Fixes, and I'll let you guys read that, because I'll just read it. It's fine. So for Miscellaneous, the rank season for A Curious Journey has concluded and the World Walker is underway. Collect your rank rewards depending on performance, including exclusive A Curious Journey icon from the previous season and the loot pop-up on the home screen. A hand counter has been added while clicking into Inspect Deck in-game. World Walker and future seasonal tournaments will take place on a single weekend with open rounds on Saturday and playoffs on Sunday. Stay tuned for the full schedule in the coming weeks. And then, of course, they have a multitude of bug fixes, which is always good to see. But yeah, that is patch 3.8.0. Another massive patch with massive updates, lots of changes, and going to be a lot more immersive, or I should say complicated deck building from here on out with Jin's new Origins keyword functionality. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys have been enjoying this new latest patch, because it looks quite in depth. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I highly appreciate your time as always. But please do not forget to subscribe and or follow, not only to my YouTube but to my Twitch. You guys know where my YouTube is at, but you can find my Twitch at twitch.tv/thegamedame. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.